In this video, we are solving equations again. The only difference is that the base is something other than e, so it could be base 2 or base 5. And first thing we want to do is solve this equation. And so it is an exponential function, so the base is 5. And before we get there, I need to point out a couple of things that we need to remember that when we change the form from log form to exponential form, the base b grows up, and then the x and the a switch sides. X becomes the exponent. Another thing that we'll need is what is referred to in other textbooks as the change of base formula. And what this is, if you have log base b of a and you want to change it to some other base, in this case we want to change it to the natural log, it would be log base e of a over log base e of b, or natural log of a over the natural log of b. The reason we want to switch it to this form is because we can plug that into the calculator. So we'll use that information to solve this equation. So first of all, like the problems with the e base, we want to get the exponential part by itself first. So divide both sides by 3, and we have 5 to the x minus 1, and then just 86 divided by 3 is 17.2. Now at this point you can change it to logarithmic form, so you would change that to log base b, or log base 5, and then 17.2, and then remember the x minus 1 will flip over to the other side. Now at this point you have a log base 5. We need to change the base, so we'll use again this fact up here and say the natural log of 17.2 over natural log 5 equals x minus 1. And then now we can plug this into the calculator, and when we plug that into the calculator it will be 1.768, and then add 1 to both sides. And that's our x. Okay, another example. We want to solve this for t. So first of all, I would just crank this out in the calculator, and that is 1.000274. I would go out several decimal places here because when you round off, it will could make a lot of round off error. So that to the 365 times t equals 2. Okay, now the exponential part is already by itself, so we can change the form. So let's call it log base 1.000274 of 2 equals 365t. And then now we have a log base something other than e, so we can use our change of base. So the natural log of 2 over the natural log of 1.000274, and we can plug this into the calculator, and that should give us 2530.33. Then divide both sides by 365, and that would be approximately 6.93 as our answer. Now with this example, it's a logarithmic example, base 5, so the log part is already by itself. So what we need to do is switch that to exponential form. So 5 and then 3.2 comes over as the exponent, and then we'll just leave it as a square root x minus 4. And then we can plug this into our calculator. That should give us 172.47. Square both sides, and that should be 29,700, and then just add the 4 to both sides. And that's our value. So the important part here on the log kind of problems is to make sure the logarithm is by itself first, and then you switch the form to exponential. Okay, this example, we have some other stuff in front of the logarithmic part. So we want to get the log part by itself first. So that means we have to subtract 3 from both sides. And then divide by 2. So 6.5. So now that the log part is by itself, then we'll switch the form. So our base is 4. 6.5 comes over as the exponent, and then x squared goes to the other side, and then 4 to the 6.5, we can plug that into the calculator, and that gives us 8,192. Take the square root, and that is approximately 90.51.